Hello everybody, it's your boy Savage Instincts yet again, and today I got something special for you. It's about Pokimane, the famous Twitch streamer. If you haven't heard about her, according to Twitch Strike, she is number 209 out of all streamers on the platform Twitch, and she has 9.3 million followers on there with a average viewer count of over 9,000, almost 10,000, 9,712. So she's pretty well known. I think she has over 6 million YouTube followers, so she's kind of a big deal. And what's going on with her, and it's making the rounds through all the influencers and anybody who's proximate to the video game space, is that she is now selling this brand of cookies. She just released them. They're called Myna snacks. I've never tried any, and we'll get into some of the things around the pricing of that. But in reality, I think that the true thing that people are getting on her for is how she reacted to a chatter in her chat when she was live on Twitch when they showed some level of protest about the price of the cookies.
When people are like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like if you're a broke boy, just say so. Anyway.
Let's get the elephant out of the room first. She shouldn't have said it. It was very mean for her to say that to that one person, to call someone a broke boy just because they're, talking about the price of the cookies. And we're going to get into the price of the cookies, but she's obviously faced some backlash for it. And I just want to bring up that Pokimane has been streaming since 2013. And if you've been streaming for 10 years, you're eventually going to say something that people aren't going to want to hear, or they're not going to like the way that you said it. And I think that's exactly what happened here. And there's actually, a lot of backlash going on from a lot of different creators. There's this guy, Chase Demore. He's a boxer. He said, this has to be a joke. Pokimane, there are people that work extremely hard daily doing jobs most would consider not as fun as streaming. There are better ways to word this. This is damaging not only to you, but to those who are in business with you and this cookie. Now, in no way am I defending that she should have said this, but coming after her saying that this is going to affect people that she works with, her brand, and all that, I think that's really people blowing it out of proportion. That she said this one thing that was obviously distasteful, and now they think that this extends to her brand and everything about her. The mask fell, she's actually evil underneath. No, she just said something in defense of the product that she's selling. It's really not that crazy. So she responded in a way that I think that anybody would. She said, while what I said was 100% intended to be a joke, I see why I came off as insensitive, and I apologize for that. I also understand that the current price of the cookies may be expensive for some, and promise we'll continue to consider pricing to keep Myna as affordable as possible. So what does that mean? That just means that she made a mistake, and she said, hey, I'm sorry that it came off that way. I should be more mindful of what I say. And, we'll even look at the price of the cookies. I don't know what people could want more than that. They just want to hold her accountable for one moment of time when she was responding to someone in real time, live on stream. Tell me one time you haven't said something that you're like, I shouldn't have said it that way. As far as the pricing of the cookies, they kind of have a point. And we're going to break down the pricing because I do, think that maybe the cookies are potentially inflated in price. But what isn't inflated in price nowadays? For anyone who doesn't know, Myna is actually these Myna snacks are probably a whitelisted product for some cookies that, actual cookie makers make. Once again, it's not like Pokimane made a cookie factory. Instead, she is taking a product that already exists and she's branding it under her name, Myna Snacks, and using that branding and that marketing that she has from her extensive outreach through social media to sell the product. And there's a cheaper product. It's called Tootsie, and it seems to be the same cookie, right, with almost identical ingredients and all of this. People have analyzed it. Okay, we get it. It's the same product. So what, right? People buy whitelisted products all the time. Now, the main thing that I'd point out is that there is a pretty substantial price difference, and I've actually broken down. I've done the math here. So the Myna cookies are $28 for a 4-pack of 4-ounce cookies, which is $7 a bag. So each ounce of those Myna cookies costs $1.75. If you take a Tootsie cookie, it sells for $9.99 for 14 ounces at Costco, which is approximately 71 cents per ounce. So yeah, it's about $1.04 more per ounce of Pokimane's cookies as opposed to the existing Costco brand, which is just a substantial amount. You do get a lot less cookies than if you were to get the Tootsie cookies. But why would you donate $5 to a streamer just to avoid ads, right? Why do you donate to a streamer? To support their brand, to support the person that you like. Why do you buy Nike and not Gap? They might be made of the same materials. You get a 100% cotton shirt, they might even be cut the same. But the logo's different, so people pay more. And that extends beyond just simply t-shirts, but cookies, anything that you might want to buy that you may you might change your consumption habits just based on the packaging that something's in, just based on the branding behind it. And I think that that's okay. We're in America. Look, at the end of the day, if you don't want the cookies, you don't have to buy them. Do I think they're expensive? Would I buy them? No. Am I interested in this product at all? No. Do I watch Pokimane streams? No, I don't know anything about what actually goes on there except for that she plays Valorant and that people find her very attractive. Good for them. I'm glad that they find her attractive. I'm glad that they, like her streams or her personality. That's her brand. Now, influencers from all over the wazoo have been talking about this, saying that this was the worst thing that she's ever done. But I think that they're losing perspective. They lose perspective on some of the things that Pokimane has done to save people money. People have lost track of the fact that in 2021, Pokimane limited the amount of donations that people could give her on stream. Like, where did this go? People think she's all money hungry, like she wants to get a whole bunch of money from people. But she limited the amount that people could give to her because she didn't want people who were financially compromised to give her large amounts of money. She didn't think that that was a moral thing to do. The quote from 2021, a tweet that she put out, I capped my donations a year ago since I'm now at a point where sponsors, investments, and exclusive contracts can sustain me. Transparently, subs and stream ads are the lowest part of my income, and I want you guys to continue keeping that money in your pocket. Treat yourselves. Does that sound like a money-hungry person? And who can forget this gem, Invader V, who I think was actually much more sinister than Pokimane. If you don't remember this amazing Twitch streamer, maybe this footage will jog your memory.
It doesn't really matter how much money you make or how much money you have. That's really the thing, because I'm not asking you for a large financial contribution. If it cost $20 to sub, $20 is quite a bit of money. $20 is, you can get a full meal for $20. And the difference of $20 and eating a meal is in that $20. Like, that's where it is. But a sub is $5. At maximum, in whatever your currency is, it's maybe $10. And it doesn't matter how broke you are. If you have time to watch Twitch, you have $10, truly. If you don't have $10, you probably don't have time to watch Twitch because you should be working. You should be trying to earn money. It's not a ton. It's not like a ton of money. So being like, I'm broke, I can't afford to sub, that doesn't really track. What you mean to say is, I'm so irresponsible with my money, I can't support the entertainment that I enjoy.
Now, if you've ever seen anything more smug, don't send it my way because that kind of stuff just sickens me. But regardless, actually Pokimane responded to this tweet during that time. Obviously, this is an example of somebody who should, kind of get a grip, understand that money means different things to different people and different people have different amounts of it. And, just because they can't give you $5 doesn't mean you're owed $5 and doesn't mean that you're somehow entitled to it and there's something wrong with people. And Pokimane actually did respond to this tweet. She said, if $5 is an irrelevant amount of money, then she shouldn't need the $5 from your subscription. If she argues it adds up if multiple people give me $5 though, then she should realize it works the same when it comes to spending. She continues to elaborate, not to mention that tons of people watch streams after a day of hard work or while being broke college students, or a multitude of other situations where they need to be more frugal. Get these shitty takes off my timeline and off my streaming platform. Now, I'm going to tell you something that doesn't necessarily age like wine, because it kind of speaks to what she's been doing, which is that she's saying it's just $7, you're being an idiot. I think it does kind of age against her, and maybe someone should send her this tweet so that she can remember where she came from. But, I think that what Invader V was doing was far worse, saying that, like, you shouldn't even be watching me if you don't give me $5. At the same time, she's not telling anybody to stop watching her. This is just a product she's launching completely separate from Twitch. So I do think that somehow they're qualitatively different, and it's something she's putting out into the open market. So it's up to the market to decide. She may be rudely awakened by the market response, but nonetheless, she's allowed to put her product into the market however she wants to. Now, beyond all of this, I think that there's something to be said here about why are people going after Pokimane? Why is she a worthwhile target, right? Anybody could have made this type of a statement. And I have my opinions. Now, Nadia, and when I say Nadia, I'm talking about Nadia Myna, the one who, she used to troll and say she was hacking in Call of Duty, and got banned live on stream, and people doubt that she may have been banned or not. I think she might have really been banned, but that's besides the point.
Bro.
She actually put a tweet out recently, and she said, you guys have people like Neon, Jack, Sneeko, who average thousands of viewers and do nothing but spread negativity and harass people in public. But when a girl sells cookies, that's when y'all want to speak out. The immense hatred towards women on the internet is so unhinged. And that was what she said on Twitter here. And honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I think it is because she's a woman, to be 100% honest. I think that Pokimane is a very shrewd businesswoman. Now, Pokimane actually went to school. I think she was a chemical engineering student in, I think, McMaster's University in Ontario. And she was so successful at streaming that she dropped out of college and became a full-time streamer because she was so successful. So not only was she going to school for big brain stuff, but she was big brained enough to create a multi-million-dollar brand. She has deals with NZXT, Postmates, HyperX, Cash App, and I'm sure many others that I'm not aware of. And she's starting her own cookie company, which is making overly expensive cookies. I think that she's a very shrewd business person. And there's something about women making shrewd business decisions and standing their ground and being strong women that the public eye just doesn't accept. And I think that's exactly what's going on here. There's nothing I saw that she did here that I haven't heard a man do and face less opposition for. This is just my personal opinion. I hear men say outrageous things all the time on YouTube and on Twitter, and it makes other men go, yeah, you're strong. Yeah, you tell them, for somebody standing by their price, yeah, if you don't got the money, then don't bother trying to pay for it. This is just my experience. I'm a man. I see this all the time, and I'm not white knighting because I'll put somebody in their place if I think that they're doing something that's outrageously immoral. No, I think with Pokimane that she's standing by her pricing and she's signaling to people that she thinks that she's doing the right thing. And ultimately, all the people who are criticizing her are men. I don't think I saw any women in my YouTube feed saying that what she's doing is wrong. And I think that we need to live in a world that accepts women for making strong business decisions like that. So yeah, I do think that there's some sexism that's involved in it. But hey, what do you think? Do you think that, Pokimane is completely wrong to charge $28 for some cookies that you could get for $10 at a better rate per ounce? I mean, look, who knows the economics behind that? I don't know what her economic model is. I don't know if what makes the juice worth the squeeze for her. Is this, is that the only way that it makes it worth her while? If she doesn't get a certain amount of profit per cookie, you can't know that. You can't know how much the branding costs, how much the marketing costs. This is probably one of her first ventures actually creating a physical product. All I know is this. Soldier Boy, when he came out with that Soldier game, he made I think he said he made $100 million on that. And it was just a cheap ripoff of a Chinese console. And he got in trouble, all sorts of legal trouble, because it was just ROMs from Nintendo. And he made another like TDDR console, right? And he's making money off of these like completely whitelisted products that he's just slapping his logo on, that are not high quality. He made a lot of money, and what do people think? Wow, what a shrewd businessman. Don't get me wrong, he faces his critique, but it's nowhere near as strong as the backlash against something that Pokimane did. So go ahead, put your feelings below in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this. Otherwise, you can find me on YouTube or on Kick. I'm no longer on Twitch until they decide that it's good to indefinitely suspend me. But otherwise, we have below down here my link tree. I hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys have a great Black Friday. Buy something nice for me. Savage Instincts out.